getting this reconnecting thing. Hi, everyone. Are we there? Am I there now? Oh dear. It looks like I'm on, but I'm not sure. So give me a thumbs up or something if you can hear me. Oh, hello. Okay. All right. This has been a morning of dramas, basically. So hi everybody, welcome. We're in a garden called Lola's. We're only doing one garden today. It's 5 hectares, so we should be able to walk around it slowly at this beautiful garden, just take a slow pace and have a look at it all. Hi Gregory, lovely to see you. Hi Laurie, hi Jay, hi Catherine. Who else is here? Hi Lethargy, Claire. Hi Jay, I think I said hi Jay. Alicia. Hi Jess. All right, fabulous. So I went out to have a look at the other 3 gardens. Got there an hour early, and it just looked like they weren't really exciting. They were very small. So I've come to this one, which appears to be the main one today. So we're just going to spend our time here. It's quite lovely. It's a little bit away from the others, but it's called Lola's. It's also a wedding venue. Let me just turn the camera around quickly and say hi. So, good morning. Hi everybody. We're just going to have a lovely little walk around this beautiful garden called Lola's. It's been named after their French bulldog, who apparently used to love to garden with them, and but Lola has since passed away. It's right on the edge of a creek, and they only bought this property back in 2016. So as I said, it's 5 hectares, and it's also a wedding venue. So let's have a look and see what we're here to have a look at. It looks quite lovely. Hi Barbara in Vancouver. All right, so here we go. This is the venue. This is the wedding venue in here. Very chilled and relaxed. It's quite rustic in a way. See if I can position this a little bit better. There we go. So we've got sort of tables where people can sit out here in outdoors, and then you've got this venue in here, which is really quite pretty, and only small, quite intimate. They do weddings quite differently now, I find. And then out here, this is the front yard. So we've got this gorgeous bougainvillea vine at the front entrance to the venue. That's where we came in. That's where we parked our car out there. We've got a coffee cart over here. So I'm going to take an opportunity and have a coffee after we're finished. And then we walk through this lovely venue out through to this beautiful garden. Look at the light fittings. So Jess and Lisa, great to have you together again. I haven't seen you guys together for ages. So we come out into this garden, and it's creekside, as I said. So there's the creek over there. We'll wander over there and have a look at it in a moment. But we have these wonderful, apparently they grew all these from seed, these cabbage tree palms up here. And there's a different bougainvillea flower here. That says bar. Oh yeah, okay, I see that. We'll have a look at that in a second. It's a different colour than I'm used to for a bougainvillea. There we go. And then here's the bar. Not in action at the moment, but there we go. If you're having a venue, there's a very rustic looking bar over here. And we've got a series of palms. They've roped this part off, so I'm guessing that must be the main residence over that side, so we can't go over there. All right, so let's go down to the creek. So over here we have a fire pit, so you could sit on these sandstone blocks next to the creek in front of the fire pit. You can just imagine when they've got the lights. We've got fairy lights on the trees. We've got the creek here. There's a little table and chair setting over there with lights in the trees, and the mangrove trees. But I know it just looks like mud and swamp, but it attracts life. It attracts wildlife. And I think people are starting to appreciate just how important mangrove areas are these days to local biodiversity. Look at this wonderful cabbage tree palm. They used to make hats out of these back in the olden days. These palm fronds. Look at that. All right, so let's walk over this way. Just have a little stroll in this beautiful garden. This palm has all its fruit out. And then this is a bird's nest fern, Australian bird's nest fern. You can literally imagine a large bird sitting inside that, can't you? Using it as a nest. There's a fallen branch inside that, but that's okay. So we are literally on the edge of a creek here. And I'm guessing, as I said, that must be the main property over there on the other side of the creek, where there's a rope blocking access. But we've got this gorgeous little table garden setting. You could sit right here with the lights, looking out towards the garden. And that's the venue, that's the wedding venue over there. Pretty nice spot to have a wedding, I think. Here we have one of the native grevillea plants. Look at the gorgeous little flower on that. And you hear all those small birds. I'm going to go see if I can find some of them. Here we go. This is this flower when it opens up more. So it's a very new garden. It's only been established since 2016. So it looks like they're putting a lot of work into it. And at the moment the perimeter has largely she oak trees, and then we've got scattered across the lawn, we've got lots of palms that have been grown across the lawn area. It's just one, Laurie. I've got another one over the other side just there we're going to head over to in a moment, which is much bigger. But there's dozens, if not hundreds, of different varieties of grevillea. There's a section along a median strip near the library, quite close to where I do my shopping in this area, and there must be 6 or 7 all in a row. Every single one of them is a different colour. So here's the creek again, and we've got it lined with pig face blossoms along the edge of the creek here. And I understand that one of the birds that's a regular visitor to this garden is the sacred kingfisher. So there must be good fish down in this creek. There's certainly lots of birds enjoying living amongst the mangroves over the other side of the creek, that's for sure. So we've got another bougainvillea here, a different colour again. The plant of the tropics. Here's a different one, Laurie. quite different to that first one that we saw. So you can definitely see the difference in size between this one and that first one we saw. Really pretty colour. And we've got the seed pods coming out on this one as well. There we go, that's before it's opened up fully. You've got it all sort of curled up there. And then over here, another colour, bougainvillea again. This one's a really dark red. Don't grow them next to your house, they'll tear your house down. And I think this is called, I think it's related to a hibiscus, but I think it's called a boutilon, something like that. It's really delicate, really pretty. Just looking to see if there's another blossom. There doesn't seem to be very many blossoms on this tree. Ah, gotcha, Laurie, no problem. Yeah. I saw a really interesting one in the bush yesterday when we went for a walk. There we go, there's another one. And it was almost shaped like a toothbrush. Hello. Look at the beautiful white bottle brush, isn't that gorgeous?
What they've done to these grounds is just superb.
I can see a bee buzzing around on one of those blossoms. There it is. So this is a white bottle brush. Oh, I can actually see all the pollen on its legs. He's having a good run there getting that pollen, isn't he? So you're probably familiar with the red bottle brush, and this one is a white. Lots of flowers on it. And this particular one, I think, if I remember correctly, is one of the leaves that they use to feed the koalas at the koala hospital. This was something very similar. All that lovely, lush new growth at the top there, they love it. Now, I think this might be a macadamia. I'm not sure now. I'm trying to remember what the macadamia leaf shape is. Oh, did you hear the whipbird? So you can probably hear the traffic. We're actually quite close to a highway here, as well as the creek. So on the other side of the creek, there's a major road. And that's the one that I've come in from Nelson Bay to get to here today. So turning around and having another look from this angle back towards the venue. So there was an entrance charge for the garden festival. There are 12 venues on the list. This one is a bit of a distance away from the remainder, but as I said, the ones that I saw were actually quite small compared to what we looked at when we visited the open gardens in the Blue Mountains, which were on another level completely. But the entrance charge goes towards a cancer fundraiser, so it's all good. So this is a bottle brush. This is a typical red one, and you can see that the bottom one there is fully open, but the top ones are still coming out. Really interesting. I've seen some slow motion footage of the bottle brush as it opens, It's really quite stunning. Time-lapse photography. And we have nesting boxes on this tree over here. So offering, is that a nesting box or maybe it's not? Trying to see what that is. Oh yes, it is. So I've got a little nesting box up there with a perch, providing habitat for birds. I see another grevillea, another colour we're heading towards. Oh, and this one here too. I think this is similar to the first one we saw, Laurie. Again, with the really small flowers. Oh, not exactly the same, but similar. Here we go, there's another one over here. Excuse me. This is probably more one you're familiar with, or one you're more familiar with. Oops. There we go. There's more of that yellow and red combination in this one. I hear a black cockatoo. I hope he comes this way. There, look at this. And the pig face. I think they must be the largest pig face blooms I've ever seen. Spicy friend. I'm not sure what that is. Jay? Oh, there's a bird in there. And I think it might be a cormorant. Oh, he's gone that way. No, he's gone over into the mangroves. People are disappearing on me. Probably this wasn't quite as exciting as I was hoping it was going to be, this tour. Oh well, we tried. There, look at that pig face. Here's one still unfurling its petals. Okay, moving around. It's another nice spot to sit. I'm not sure if I'm losing signal or losing people now because it's jumped up from 3 to 10. And this, I think, what is this? I'm not sure what this is. They might be galls. They might be invading wasps on this rather than a seed or a flower. So I'm not sure what that is. That's this Excuse me, that's the seed pod there, the long thin one. But this funny little object here, I'm not sure what that is. And there we have another bottle brush. That one's just coming to the end of its flowering. There's one here. Oh, this one's going to be spectacular when it all comes out. It's just about to pop. Look at that. That's any day now. It's just going to burst out, be bright red all over. Another cabbage tree palm over here. Let me just fix, I just had a low battery warning, bear with me. I'll plug this in here. Before I got here, I went down to Tilligerry Habitat and did a recording, so that did use some of my battery. This is quite a deep red, this one here, much deeper than the other ones we've seen so far. Okay, that should be sorted now, that should be okay. Let me see if I can zoom in on that. And they have a pond, which you would expect on a property of this size. No birds or anything here just at the moment. They look like they've got a yabby net over there. I wonder if they've got yabbies in that pond. Hi Barbara, you're having problems with audio. How about now? Is that better? Did it just start or has it been happening for a while? And then out the front here we have a little grove of eucalyptus along with the bird of paradise plant. This one here. And some really big bottle brush. The birds are loving it. I'm seeing lots of birds flitting among the branches of these bottle brushes. So, is anyone else having problems with the audio? Let me know if you're hearing me okay. Seems like we're having a bit of a disaster this morning. From having trouble connecting to having a less than spectacular tour. I'm sorry, guys. I've got a boat under there. Is that garden art? I guess it might be. Thanks, Sandy. There's another different colour, or is it just that it hasn't opened up yet, of this flower that's related to the hibiscus. That's as close as I can get to it. The wind's picking it up. Alright, well, let's have a little circuit through the middle. We've done the perimeter. So if we go back round through the middle for a slightly different aspect. As I said, the gardens, the owners only bought the property in 2016, so it's actually very new. A lot of the trees haven't grown yet. The picture was buffering. Oh, thanks for letting me know that, Lethargy. It's I get a little bit of an indication of what the signal's like, but it's not very helpful, to be honest. Sometimes I think I'm doing really well and it's strong, and then I find out that I've lost people, so it's actually not real helpful. So we've got a kind of an arbour here, I guess you'd call that, with a little seating area. The cute pink flowers, are they the pig face that you're talking about, Laurie? These ones over here. This was actually bush food, but it's very salty. I've actually tried it. I don't like it. I wouldn't want to have to rely on it. But this is the pig face. And then there's an open one there. And we have another grevillea over here. I think this is a different one again. Yes, this one's completely different to what the others that we've seen so far. Thanks, Lethargy. I try and do that as much as possible. Sometimes it's an awkward angle and I can't really do it, but something like this I can get in nice and close. And I think that thing on the tree, that creeper. Oh, thanks to Laws. I think that one's called a monkey vine. I've got a feather from possibly a magpie on the ground here. I think that's a magpie feather. Let's see. All right, let's circle back round this way. It's a lovely space, isn't it? I wouldn't want to have to mow it. Definitely need a ride-on to cover this one off. So there's another one of these hibiscus related things. Oh, there's the flower there. That's quite a pretty one. It's got a few buds on it, so I'm guessing that in a few weeks it's going to look even more impressive, this one. There's a few little buds here and there. There's a bud trying to open. This is my heart-shaped stone I posted the other day in Going Places. There's a heart-shaped leaf. Oh, good, Laurie. Excellent. I think you're lagging behind me, though. I feel like you're responding to something I might have asked you a few minutes ago. So, which is all a bit weird. All right. So I think what we might do now, we'll just go back this way a little way, back over to this white bottle brush. Let's see if that bee is still collecting pollen. Here's a pretty little purple flower. I have no idea what it is, but it's very pretty. Alright, looking for bees, looking for insects, bugs, anything collecting pollen. There's something there. Just on the end of that flower there. Not sure what sort of insect that is. He's gone. Right, looking for a bee. There's a bee. Oh, where'd you go? Okay, there's a bee. Oh, they keep moving away. There's a bee. Okay, so it looks like there's varying experiences from some of you guys. Some of you are having a good experience and some of you aren't as much. So I'll keep moving. It's much better. Thanks, Jess. And Laurie says the audio's fine. The video of the grass is a bit pixelated. I'm going to have to go back and have a look at the full recording and see what it looks like. Sometimes, because I'm using Streamlabs, the app, sometimes it kind of adjusts things when you go back to have a look at the recording and you discover that it's kind of joined things together where the signal dipped. It somehow cuts a bit out and joins it together somehow. So I'm still trying to get fully familiar with how it all works. And it looks like I'm going to have a go at another app soon as well, one that Matt in Hong Kong uses. And he seems to have a lot of success with that. It allows him to deliver a pre-recorded video from home, which is something I want to be able to do as well. So, or deliver it later, as it were. Alrighty, so how long have we been going? It's just coming up to 40 minutes. I think we might head back over here towards the fire pit, have a look at that again. Here's that lovely little seating area. Here's that first grevillea we saw again that Laurie commented on, that is one she hadn't seen before. Hi, Leanne. Thanks for joining me. And here's that seating area by the creek. Circling back round towards the fire pit. All right, and I'm going to head out and order a coffee. What do you think? It's a small latte for me. What do you guys have? Now, I'm not sure if that's a seat. A bit low for me. I don't think I'd want to sit on that. Are you on the mend, Leanne? I know you are. Is that a... Let me see. I think I missed something right in the middle here. Is this a flowering gum? If it is, we need to get in and have a look at it. Oh, it is too. Oh, one of my favourite flowers, the flowering gum. And look at the nuts on it. It's getting close on this side. Oh, look at this. Beautiful, gorgeous, and so many of them still waiting to come out as well. It's the gum nuts. Quintessentially Australian flowering gums. So beautiful. Yeah, look at that. Fabulous. Alrighty. Now we can go and have coffee. So there's mats on the grass here and there, so you can go and grab a coffee and come in and just sort of sit down and relax. Or you can sit on one of these benches and just quietly look out towards the garden. Let me see if I've got some cash in here. I think I do. Pretty sure I do. How much is a coffee going to be from the coffee cart? Cute leaf. Oh, I don't know which one that was. This is an interesting cactus. Okay, let me just find some coins. One-handed in the bottom of this bag here. I just noticed an interesting work of art above the door. And this is a depiction of the Port Stephens area, but it's done in kind of, I don't know what you call that. It's layers. So I can see that it's sort of like layers of wood that have been cut. It's sort of like a topographic pattern. Oh, wow, Laurie. I'm lagging behind you. That's weird. That's really weird. Recovered, Leanne. I asked how you're doing after your hospital visit. Are you doing well? All right, so there's a bit of a queue for coffee, I think. So I will find myself a seat somewhere and we'll wait for the queue. These are jacaranda seed pods. So those big round things there are the seed pods of a jacaranda tree. Big nuts. Right, now you are looking at the bee on the pale yellow plant. Oh gosh, that was a while ago. Here we are, another gum blossom. So the chat is coming in really slow. That's just trying to get that out of the sun. The chat's coming in for me really behind. So you're typing the chat and I'm not seeing it for quite a while afterwards. But that's a gorgeous pink. Yeah, I'm going to check on that later, Laurie. I'll check on the timing when I replay it. That's just really weird. And I think it happens if there's been a dip in the signal. So that's what's going on there. Whoops. Go away. I've got the type pad up in front of me. Go away. How do I get rid of that? There. And they've got a lovely mandarin tree and they had free mandarins for people. Oh, this is a big lemon tree. With pretty lemon flowers. And now I'm not seeing the chat at all. The chat's completely disappeared. We have a cherry blossom. So it's completely mucking up for me, you guys. The chat's disappeared completely. I can't see anything. So I'm going to have to go and watch the replay. I wonder what this is. Mulberries. Oh, there's a big juicy black mulberry. Look at that. Yum. Mulberries. And then here's the mandarin tree. Look how many mandarins they've got coming out on it. No wonder they're giving them away. And the smell is, oh my goodness, the smell of the mandarin flowers. Just beautiful. Just gorgeous. Okay, I'm going to have a coffee. I'm going to wish you all well and thank you all for joining me today. I think this is a mango tree. Getting little mango flowers coming out on top of it. Lauren's mango tree at her house has lots of flowers. She's really excited. She loves mangoes and she's really excited for Christmas this year. This looks like a jasmine of some sort. Maybe. Or maybe it's another citrus. I don't know. Could be another citrus. I could squish the leaf, smell. Or maybe it's a lime. Oh, I tell you what, I think it might be a lime. Are they little lime babies? There might be little lime babies coming out there. Hello.
Hi.
Hi, good. Can I have a small latte, please?
We have sort of two small-ish as well. Which one would you like?
Oh, the smaller of the two would be great.
On regular milk?
Yes, please.
Any sugar? Your name?
Lynn.
Thanks, Lynn. $4.50, thank you.
Okay. 1, 2, 4. I think I can do it. 20, 40. I should show these people what our coins look like. They're from all over the place. There we go. There's
Fabulous.
some Australian coins.
Oh, you talking?
I'm talking to people.
Feeding.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. That's amazing. Lynn, won't be too long.
That's why I wasn't pointing it at your faces. We could also have a cookie if we wanted. Ooh. Where will I be sitting? Somewhere in the shade. There's not much at the moment, is
I
there?
can move some chairs around into around the shady tree over there.
How long do you reckon?
About 2 minutes.
Okay, I'll wait.
Okay.
Thank you. I'll just stand here in the shade here while I wait. All right, let's see if I can get this chat stream back. What's happened to my chat? I don't know what's happened to it. So, because I can't talk to you, my chat's gone. I'm going to wish you all farewell. Let's turn the camera around. I hate when there's glitches. The camera's not turning around. Camera, there we go. Hate when there's glitches. It's really frustrating. It throws you curveballs and you get all wobbly and then you say silly things. All right, thanks everyone for joining me today. I really appreciate your company. Yep. And here's my coffee. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a good day.
So, coffee. I'm going to find a spot over here in the shade. I'll go back to sit on the bench out through the wedding venue. I'll go sit out here. Then I can put it down and I can turn the camera around. All right. Okay. Coffee time. Let's turn that camera around. And once again, thank you all for joining me today. Sorry there were so many glitches. Tomorrow, please join me tomorrow. I know there's only a few of you still here with me, but thanks for coming along. Join me tomorrow for the 2 koala tours if you can. We're going to try and raise $200, which is a big ask given that our audiences are now so small. But we're going to try, and if we do raise $200, we will be able to adopt all their koalas. So instead of $50 for one or $100 for 2, we'll be adopting, I think it's 12 koalas plus a number of other animals as well. So there'll be the little wallaby and the barn owl and lots of other critters that we'll be adopting. So please try and join me. Get your friends to come along as well. And I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks everyone. Bye for now. And I'm just going to leave it running because I know from past experience that when we've had glitches, if I turn it off straight away, it cuts off at an earlier point in the feed. So I'm just going to leave the camera running for a bit so that that avoids it cutting off too soon.